So now let's look at the mind and how the mind truly relates to identity shift, conscious mind. Look from a point of view of consciousness and awareness, you can see the mind, and I'm always saying it and repeating it to you guys, the mind wants to change, but the mind also afraid of the change. The mind wants to be comfortable in the old you and getting bored with the old you. The boredom will get you to the next stage because you'll be outgrowing your identity. You'll be outgrowing and wanting to shift who you are. At the same time, the fear of identity shift. Sometimes life throws us a new identity and you have no choice. You just have to accept it. All of a sudden, some kind of news have landed on you. Maybe it can have health challenges that you need to accept and completely receive a whole new identity. At the same time, if you had a chronic condition for a long time and you found resolution for that and you're feeling better, and after years of embodying certain identity of survival, now you have more energy and you're coming out of this chronic condition. It's also identity shift. Identity shift in a relationship. When you are being in a certain relationship for a long time and then something shifted in you and you're realizing this is not working for you. It's an identity shift. And there's great courage and fear to move forward. Let go of something that you are familiar with. And at the same time, the fear embodying something that you never visited before. It's a very scary identity shift. The identity shift when you're changing jobs, you might outgrow the job that you're in. And shifting to something that you might be more motivated, maybe more rewarded financially, but at the same time, the comfort of being where you are and the shift of the identity to stepping into something that you never experienced. So there are psychological fears that are embodied in us for this fear of identity shift. On the transformational path, when somebody become more conscious of their mind and their mind patterns and become more aware of what's happening with them every present moment and awaken in their experience, the identity shift can be extremely painful, not only to you, but also to your surrounding. Because literally, you were one person, and then the circumstances of your evolution transformation cause you to be a different person. Maybe the things that you used to get upset about no longer upsetting you. And somebody still want to have with you that same argument that they had for years, but you're done. You no longer want to have this argument. It can be very painful for them as you're walking away from familiar things that were fine before, but now they're not. It's an identity shift. You might be changing your diet completely. A lot of people on their path of transformation going through vegan, or some of the people who've been vegan saying it doesn't matter what I'm eating or I'm not eating. I am the master of my mind, not the other way around. So whatever I'm eating, not affecting my mind. So it's again identity shift from being that to that. Right? We're changing and we are embodying new forms of us all the time. In a relationship with family and friends can be extremely painful when you're going through your transformation. I remember when I went through my transformation, it was shocking for my family, for my children, for my community. Literally, there was one person who loved parties, who loved staying out late, who loved being the center of attention, who loved all of the above. And now I'm going in, withdrawing. I'll be happy meditating. I'll be happy doing yoga. I need my quiet. I need my peace. And that was shocking to everybody else because they were looking for the old me. At the same time, when you're transforming, there's a bit of sense of guilt that you're not pleasing your community, you're not pleasing your spouse, you're not pleasing your children because you're shifting, you're changing, you're not what they expect you to be. And at the same time, you no longer can stay in this small container of what you used to be because you have evolved and changed and transformed. in certain relationship when maybe you used to have toxic relationship that were not working for you, but you still choose to stay, all of a sudden you're putting your foot down and saying, no more. It can be shocking. The other person might say, what do you mean no more? You don't love me anymore? And you turn around, I love me more. And this is shocking, completely shocking. What does love means? Love can be extremely painful transformation when you come from love meaning pleasing others. All of a sudden you choose yourself. There's an enormous amount of guilt that comes with that. Doing what is right for you.